Hey guys, so I'll be reviewing Red Hood and the Outlaws Zero. Now, this issue I loved and hated. It just really depended. Now I really loved the first probably 3/4 of the issue. Then there was a weird turn of events that completely ruined this issue for me. Now, I'll just start out from the start. The start is basically how Jason Todd was born, and this is mainly for probably the first third of the book. Is basically talking about his parents and how they killed themselves practically. It talked about how they just everything they started doing started to really affect their lives, and then they really basically killed themselves between drugs and just doing stupid stuff. And it was interesting. Their parents were fairly interesting and fleshed out, but all it came down to was basically they were drug addicts. It was kind of interesting though. Anyways, and then we really get into Jason Todd's story, which starts out where he's basically robbing, stealing from people, and then finally he gets the attention of Batman and Leslie Tompkins, who Leslie Tompkins tells him basically don't do this crap, and then finally Bruce Wayne takes him in and he becomes the next Robin after a while. So this is quite interesting. He's actually only Robin for about 3 pages in this book, and those pages just show how he's kind of fighting and how he pretty much lost his right to be Robin, and he got monitor duty, which is actually how he found out about his mom. And he went there, and of course it was a trap set by the Joker, and then you got the whole Death in the Family thing, and it's about 2 pages summing up Death in the Family. And then what I didn't like was right then Joker comes in, and he talks about how it was his plan the whole time, and how he was watching it from the sidelines. I really hated this. Not only because it messed up the origin, but the story's tone didn't even really work. I didn't quite get where the Joker came in. It just kind of messed with the story, and I really thought it was a bad idea. But the first half of the story was probably my favorite thing I've read so far in almost DC New 52 thus far. So I was really impressed with that, and I was almost half tempted to subscribe, even though I hate the idea of how they're writing Speedy and Starfire. And I don't really like how any of the characters are written here. I think Red Hood's too good, Speedy's too bad, and Starfire, I haven't really read much of her in the New 52, but I like her more in like the Teen Titans cartoon, where she isn't like some weird psycho lady. But anyways, I would only be able to give this issue an 8, because the first 3/4 of the issue was fantastic. I don't know what they were doing with that Joker stuff. I really do like this. It doesn't change Jason Todd's origin that much, but I think it's a little more tasteful and well-rounded than the initial origin. And they did, in a few pages, something that really kind of clarified the whole origin. I just really hated the Joker aspect of it. Otherwise, it was probably one of my favorite Jason Todd stories. And that's all for today, guys. I'll only be able to give this an 8 out of 10, as I said.